here by myself, my daughter normally help me, but it's just like she not here and I do not know what I be doing when it comes to this stuff. Turn on my gospel station. My gospel station on. I just be immersing myself in it. My daughter girl ain't here to tell me if she can hear me. Wait a minute. Did I turn that off? My daughter brought me these earphones, and every time I bring it close to my phone, or I bring my phone close to it, it automatically turns on. So if anybody on here, even though it's showing me nobody's on here, if anybody on here, could y'all let me know if y'all can hear me? Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear me? If anybody's on. If anybody's on here, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. 'Cause I don't know what I'm doing with this thing on YouTube thing. And my daughter, she's out tonight, so she normally helps me with it. And like I said, she just brought me these big on earphones, and whenever I bring my phone close to it or it close to my phone, it just connects. One person on, one person. Thank you for the light. The person that just came on, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me? Because I was just saying the uh, the earphones that my daughter just brought me. Every time I bring my phone close to it or bring it close to my phone. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you for that. Because I was just telling y'all, my daughter brought me these earphones, so I'm not tech savvy. So whenever I bring my phone close to it or bring it close to my phone, it connects. And it was sitting in the chair, and I didn't even realize it. So I'm glad y'all can hear me. And thank y'all for tuning in. Even though it's showing nobody's on my end, but somebody is showing me love. Oh, I know, right? Let me tell y'all something. Thank you, by the way. I never, ever, the way how social media got it, like black versus light skin, or the men just pressured to get a light skin. Like this is social media stuff. Like growing up where I grew up, that was never a thing. Like what? What? This stuff, I'm telling y'all, this social media, the the demonic government, that government, they knew what they was doing by putting this in here, like by putting this social media into the universe. They knew what they was doing because let me tell you, since a little girl, and I thank God that I even growing up, my mother and father never said, I never heard that they loved me. Like I never heard those words. But they tell me, oh, you got some pretty skin. Oh, your skin is so pretty. Oh my goodness, your complexion is just so beautiful. That's all I heard all my life. And then uh, the one, it's so funny, y'all, because the one guy that used to always tell me how beautiful I am since a little girl, since I could remember, like 6, 7 years old, which is my oldest brother's best friend. and my oldest brother is no longer here. That was my longtime boyfriend. Crazy enough, I know. He was way older than me by the time I got, um, you know, up there. But let me tell you, it's important to. That's why I always tell y'all it's important to install in your little black girls how much they're, how beautiful they are, that you love them, how important they are. Because as now, from always hearing as a young little girl how pretty my skin is, today nobody can tell me nothing about my chocolate skin. Like what? Proud of it. You will never see me bleach it. Never. Lord have mercy. The world we live in, y'all, is just crazy. But that's why I'm telling y'all, we all need God. We all need God. I don't know what these things with the crowns mean, but I thank y'all. Whatever that means, shouting me out. Thank you. For showing me some support. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, growing up where in Baltimore, like every time I looked outside, I mean, I said I had my neighbor, the house full of girls that I lived next door to was all like really, really like, like I'm not talking about those like light brown skin girls. They only like during the winter time and summertime they get dark. No, these girls are red all year round. I mean, even some people I know like was light skin growing up, light brown skin growing up, and like dark skin or brown skin now. Like these girls, you see them now, they still just as red. But they was the only ones, and they was not mixed. They wasn't mixed at all with, and all their fathers were my complexion, but I guess their mother's side was strong genes, which she lived in Bronx. She lived in Bronx. She was mother was Dominican. My mother was Dominican. She was like the brownest girl out of all her sisters, and she's like the black sheep of the family. So Miss Fawan, God bless her soul. I miss that lady so much. She moved down. She ran away at 14. The mother used to treat her so mean. Like that's I was. When you're young, you hear about it go in one ear and come out the other. You living for the day, not worrying about tomorrow, not thinking about history, and like that didn't phase you. But she always would talk about how the Dominicans and the Latinx of the world, how their mothers and mothers, not the generation now, but how the older generations were so racist and they treated her so bad, and even the sisters. And she caught a train. She didn't know where she was going. She got on a train at 14 and came to Baltimore, and that's where she met her first boyfriend. And she was 14, and he was like 19, and he tucked her away. Back then, he tucked her away, and she had her first child, and of course he was abusive, and she left town once she got on her own and stuff, and started, but needless to say, all the kids is like really light, and their fathers are my complexion, so they took after their grandmother's side. But yeah, blessings to all them girls. I had so much fun living, growing up around that area. Um, yeah, so hi guys, it's showing me nobody's on. I got 3 likes, so I know it's somebody on, and people is showing me love, with these emojis. I think y'all, last time I was, last time I went live, oh my goodness, last time I went live was a catastrophe. When I tell, if y'all joined me that live, I was so frustrated trying to watch them freaking helicopters that was flying that now fly so far away, like ridiculous, ridiculous how far they fly away now. I mean, fly away, how far they fly away from me, but still, can see me. And I do still have footage just last week with them really low. And guys, I know before I finish, I know I keep saying I'm gonna post the footage. I have already uploads on here is private, ready to go. I gotta tag them, but excuse me, I just said some watermelon. But you guys gotta watch them, and just share them. Just share them. This is like real footage, and it's like I said, it's time consuming because I have to um like if I'm recording, what y'all see, like okay, if I'm recording all day today, what I'll do is record from the time I feel like recording. Some days, like I said, I don't feel like recording, but if I'm recording, I'll record 10, 15 minutes, while I'm out and about. Then I stop, go inside the market or a building, wherever I'm going, and then come back out 20 minutes. So I'm just, what I do is when I upload it, sorry, something not, when I upload it, sorry. So when I upload them, I got upload them to my laptop and then dice them down. And then of course is sometimes it can't be all over the place. One time I dropped the phone. Um, One time it's in my lap, but it's on record, so I gotta edit all that out. But so far, like four of them, I think maybe five. They're up. They're up. But I just when I upload them, please just watch and share. I know I uploaded the guy who I did a short on a guy who the little inventor guy. Blessings to him. He I did a show about how he was talking about everything I said in October of 2024. Everything I said in October 2024, he was talking about it. The helicopters, and y'all saw for yourself when I went live stream, the helicopters are really at night. It's dark, like you just see the lights. And months ago, I googled like how can they fly around and nobody say nothing. And I learned when he said on his live they turn their radar off. I've been learned that. Cause I'm like they all day they following me, and I mean some days, and y'all know I have helicopters too. And some days I'll come out my house and I just hear that helicopter motor, like you know. But when I look up, they're above the clouds. They above like the blue sky, so I can't see it. But I hear 'em, I'm like, but yeah, they turns their radar off. He even spoke. It's a short, and nobody watched it. I mean, and then they not putting it in the algorithms. I know, but it only got like 10 views, and I put it up like a week ago. And y'all know my shorts. It does numbers. And he talked about what I talked about back in October of last year, how they got into my phone, they got into all my emails. Just I talked about all of that in my live 10/10/24. I thought I knew, but I had no idea, and I also talked about it in all my lives that I do. So it's crazy that I'm like, my goodness, the world we're living in today is crazy, and I just immerse myself in the Word. I immerse myself in God, God's words. I gotta be clear on it, because everybody always talking about thank you God, thank you this, thank you that, but like, what God are they praising? And my God is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Jehovah. I just immerse myself in Him and into His Word, His promises. Um, I wouldn't have it no other way. He is really keeping me. He is really keeping me. He keeps me sane. I just pray that He gives me the peace that surpasses all understanding. He gives me the courage to continue to fight. But yeah, God is so good. God is so good. But yeah, last time I was on my live, I was trying to show y'all, but they were so distance away. And then my mother kept calling. She just kept calling and calling and calling and calling. And I went and dropped my brother that just came home from jail. He's in like a little program, like I told y'all. I just dropped him off at the building, just like we was all with her all that day. And as soon as I leave to take him home and drop him back off to that program, she kept calling. And then when I call, and I'm on live, mind y'all, y'all see that I'm on live. And then when they call, I don't know nothing about this, so it goes blank, and y'all can see me, but I can't see y'all. And then after the fourth time she called, I just ended the live. But after the fourth time she called, I said, "Yes, ma. What do you want? What is it?" Because I knew she was fine. Did you call me, girl? Y'all, oh gosh. I said, blessed to see that woman. I was so annoyed. I'm like, no, I didn't call you. I'm on live, but it was my one of my brothers who called her. But yeah, guys, we have to continue to stay prayed up. The world we live in today is not the same world I would say before the pandemic. Before the pandemic, um, especially us black people, the black community, we are on our own. And I'm not just saying that because you know I can't get no help, and I have updates, some things to tell y'all. And if y'all new here, my name is Nika. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I have been stalked, harassed, and pretty much bullied. Yeah, by government officials. I know it's the government. Y'all can follow me on Twitter. I'm very active on Twitter now, and that I just talk about my day to day. So if I'm driving to work and I mean, like I see y'all on my right hand side, or I see y'all hovering over, Urban Avenue. So I'll say those type of things, and I just post music and what I'm currently listening to. So y'all can follow me on Twitter. The link is on this YouTube. And you can click it and follow me. So I'm very active on there. I be tagging the United States government, and they can't arrest me. They cannot charge me for speaking out because they know it's them. They know that what they're doing to me. But who sent them? I don't know. So I know it sounds crazy. Don't click off. I'm not crazy. I am in good mental health. Um, and in good health, thank God. And it be big. And I think what when y'all look at me, y'all see, I, I'm 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 big, right? I wouldn't say fat, I say big. But thank God that I wasn't big my whole life. I was one who always went up and down with my weight. Um, Up and down with my weight. So it be people on here saying you fat, that don't bother me. That do not bother me. I promise you it don't bother me. You cannot hurt my feelings by saying that because I was never born big. I go up and down. And this right here is not even the biggest I ever been. The biggest I ever been, and I even did a video, y'all. I know I did. I said I was gonna do a video talking about, a YouTube channel talking about how to unbig my back. And guys, I said, you know what? I don't need to do that. I can do it. The whole reason why I said I was going to do it to be consistent. So, okay, everybody looking at me. I know I got. No, I did it before. I did it a million times, and I can do it again. But it's for me, of course, when I'm going through something I eat. If I, you know, the many a heartbreak my little one relationship ever gave me, I eat. I gain weight. This situation that I'm in now, I I'm eating, So I never was one of those girls that I'm not mentally big, if that makes sense. Like I've been up and down, and the biggest I ever been is when, if y'all don't know, I got weight loss surgery. Oh my goodness, I got big, like big, 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 and I got weight loss surgery back in 2012. So got really small. If y'all been following me on this channel from day one, I had a picture of how small I've gotten, and it wasn't even the smallest. And guess what? Right now, I've been working out, like weight training. I've been doing a lot of weight training. This is something new. I've never tried it. Never done it before in my weight loss journey. Every time I'm saying, okay, I'm going to lose weight, I jump right on the treadmill. But this, I am like weight training. And when I tell y'all, it feels so good. Already, I started at the end of last month. I want to say like the 25th, I started weight training. And since the 25th, I weighed myself to now. I weighed myself this morning, and I said I gotta get out of that. But already I lost 8 pounds, so that's a blessing. And and the reason why I started weight training because I went to my doctor because doing my normal act. Remember I told y'all, I think I did mention the lie may not be out. I said I'm working out. I promise y'all I am, but I'm not losing weight. Well, he was like, duh. I feel some He was like, one day y'all gonna know. I'm sure y'all. If not now, y'all probably know my last name. Um, but he was like, you. My doctor said you're up in age. You're 49. You're not. You know, the young spunky girl that can just lose 10 pounds in 3 days. So. And he told me, now since my body has changed because of my age, I have to shock it, if that makes sense. And he told me, but try. He said, I promise you, if you start a weight uh, uh, exercise using weights like, not 20-pound weight or 10 pounds weight. He said, but start off with like 10-pound weights, 5 pounds, 10 pounds weights. He said, and go on YouTube, find a half an hour of weight training where you're toning versus getting bulky. He said you're gonna drop those pounds, and yes, he was not lying. And I feel so good, like I feel so good. So that's what I have been doing. But yeah, I've been up and down with my weight all my life. So y'all can call me fat all y'all want. It's nothing to me because this is not. I'm not mentally fat. I wasn't born fat and was fat all my life. I'm up and down. Like I said, if y'all saw um, the picture I had when I went away, I think I left y'all with that one little picture when I was small. Y'all saw that I was never this big. But yeah, God is good. All the time. All the time, God is good. I go to Lord. So I won't forget. Before I talk about that, let me tell y'all how God even out for me. I had remember I was on live with y'all. So I was on live with y'all, and I wanted y'all to hear a voice clip of this lady who prayed for me over the phone through a message, and I was like, how in the heck did I delete her voice clip? Because went to press play, but when you press play, that's on your iPhones, that's on your left, and on your right is the delete button. Why? So why but I'm telling y'all, menopause is no joke. I said, so how the heck I wanted y'all to listen to the lady prayer, right? Well, when I got off that live, I, was getting ready for bed, and I thought, and that was God saying, I didn't want, God had told me I did not want them to hear her prayer. Because I said, hi. And then I was telling my daughter, she wasn't around, but I was telling her, I wanted them to listen to the message, and I deleted it by mistake. She said, well, with deleted messages, you can go and uh, it's not actually deleted. You can go into the deletes of the messages, voice clips, and retrieve that message. That's what I did because I definitely saved it. But that wasn't nothing but God, and I think He wanted that prayer to be between just me and her. I'm telling y'all, because that was just so weird. I'm like, how in the heck? How in the heck? I deleted that. I wanted y'all to hear it, but blessings to her and her family, her husband, and all of them. I have not called her back yet, but I keep them in prayer. They're beautiful, beautiful people. So, what I wanted to talk to y'all about is, um, guess what? I have some news for y'all. Y'all ready for this? And I hope y'all ain't sitting up here thinking, oh, somebody didn't contact her. Heck no. No. That's why I said, black people, we are on our own. I decided the third letter, and what's disrespectful, and I don't even have those letters around me. I keep them like in the basement and like organized, like put away. What's disrespectful? I would rather for y'all to keep the letters. They get now, mind you, I certified mail a lot of these people. I showed y'all the proof of my certified mail. I certified mail these people, right? They will sign for it, read it, and send it back as if my hands clean. No, it shows that y'all signed for it, and I know y'all watching because, like I said, in my to the ones who's just following me, the letters that I wrote to a lot of these corporates and entities and uh, places that can help uh, your situation. They some of them will none of them responded. Well, some of them responded and said they can't help. So, and then the ones that annoys me is three of them that literally signed for it, opened it, read it, and sent it back. The disrespect of it. Oh, like y'all could just tear it up. Don't sit like as if okay, my hand's clean. I'm sending it back. No, y'all. Somebody in your office signed for it. So again, y'all signed for it. So yes, I'm not, and I don't like to, I like to watch my words, so I won't say so. If something happened to me, but y'all signed for it. It's proof that y'all signed for it. So no, y'all hands are not clean. But I do have good news for the ones who are very concerned. Um, So what I will say is, since the live streams where I caught them following me in close proximity, they that's a done deal. Like they don't do that no more. But what I find strange is they still follow me from a distance. So it's like, okay, you're not bothering me no more in proximity in my ID where I can pull out my camera and record, but you still follow me. So that's really creepy. Not scary, but creepy. Because it's like, okay, what do y'all want at this point? Y'all, it's been coming up 5 years now, and what's really good, you know? But I do have some updates now. Y'all remember that I got a short up here talking about, I have a short talking about helicopters are driving itself, right? And remember I told y'all one of my brothers was like, won't you get monoculars, monoculars, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Won't you get some binoculars and see, because some of them be really, really low, and see who, if anybody's right. I'm like, oh, if you crazy, I thought about that, you crazy, you crazy. No, I'm not doing that, because what if it's empty, and that's going to be really creepy, right? Well, I did. I bought some. I got some, and they some. And these are another reason why they stay far distance. But I will say, um, someone is driving. Someone is driving the daytime, during the daytime. Now, at night, for some reason, the helicopters at night is very dark. They're very dark. And you don't see nothing but the red, green, and white light. Just blinks. And I try to look at the front of the front of the driver seat is dark. I don't know if they got curtains up. I don't know. That's just so weird. But what that guy was saying on the short that I just put out, y'all can watch it. Um, he says dark helicopters at night, and that is true. That y'all saw for yourself. That's who follow me. That is what's following me. They're very dark. but during the daytime, I got him. There was a white person, black sunshades, big old earphone, headset, and I got him one day coming from a place. I'm gonna tell y'all what place that was. Coming from a place and they got real low, and I got them. They didn't even know I had these. I got them. They was real low and slow too. So it's a white person, a white male, um, with dark shades and those big things, and we made eye contact. Like when they drove past, they looked at me in the car, like like until we couldn't see each other no more. So someone during the day is driving it. And this was when was this? Monday. Yeah, Monday. This past Monday. So that's when I first saw him, and I had these. Like when he told me get them, I'm like, no, I ain't get them, but I did still went on Amazon and got them. So it is a white person driving the one in the daytime. I tried to get the one at night. They just it's just too dark, and I just see that bright green light, the bright white light, and bright red light. But y'all, we living in some it's very. This situation is very evil, very sinister, and like, what do they want? I don't know. But what I will say, and I stand by it all the time. My times of I do know it all started, and I even told y'all when before the helicopters and aircraft stalking and harassment, it was cars and on foot. I even showed y'all, and that's even in my private too. Remember when I was on live and I showed y'all the guy that was on a roof and I zoomed in on him, watching me. I did a short. I did a little short for that too. That's on private, ready to go. So the videos of random clips. All of them this year though, because I'm saying I got so much footage, and the ones from this year is still in my phone, so that's when I'm uploading. But like I said, it's just very time consuming because I gotta put all of them on my um, I gotta record all of them, so I'm recording all of them again. So for the day, if I would have went outside and recorded them, all of them is lined out for the whole day. But they may be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But I'm breaking them down, and of course I'm breaking them down to the closest ones to me. When they getting really close to me, because from a distance sometimes my camera's not picking them up, but when they get close to me, so I gotta put them on a laptop, iMovie, edit them down to where y'all can see, yeah, this is her that they are following. This is, and so so far I got a lot of them up, like I told y'all, private, ready to go, and I'm going to do some more. And if you did not watch my documentary, um, I changed the name. First, it was something about Democrat Party, because like I said, I just don't know who it is. I'm it could be any of them. First, I was thinking it was Kamala uh, teamed up with that Z-lister to, you know, um, come after me, because I told y'all in my live I had a lot of emails, and I don't get them emails no more. Strangely enough, I spoke to y'all about it, but it was a lot of emails from Indian names, and it just would wanted me to open a link. That was all. And when I would look up these names, it just was nothing but Indian names. I even talked about it in my documentary. And so I thought it was them, but I changed the name to I'm Still Being Followed. So you can watch that. And the footages in that documentary, not even this year. Again, that's in 2022, 2023, and 2024. No, 2023 or just 2024. I don't think it was none in 2023. But needless to say, none of the footage I will ever is the same. That's why it's important for me to keep those dates and those times, because that's the time and date stamps showing that these are different days. Again, if you watch my documentary, you will see different years. So it's been going on for a long time, and God has been really, really keeping me. Um, and it's so funny because you know you always, we born and raised in a church, we was ones had to go to the Sunday schools and sit and not taking church seriously, sitting in the back with friends and family and joking each other while the preacher preaching. So we, everybody got that story where we grew up in the church and went to church because we was forced to, and so I always knew about God, but this situation has really gotten me really close with God, like really close to the point where I was even telling y'all I was one of those girls who loved watching luxury, right? And I loved the world and going on their pages and watching them, go to different exotic places or uh, platters and just seeing their luxury lifestyle. That was just me. I love seeing that, right? And just cheering people on from the background, and not just celebrities, but regular people too. And I was always that one that was happy for me, cheering them from afar, and it's like what. And I always knew God then, and I prayed. I got up in the morning. I spoke, spent time with God, but it's like now that the relationship is more intimate, and He naturally took that stuff away. And I think the reason why He took it away because it's not important. Like that stuff is not. I was like, wow. It's like none of that. If they only knew when I go on somebody's page or I'm on there here on YouTube because I spend a lot of time on YouTube, not too much on Instagram. And even when I do go on Instagram or even on YouTube, and I'm scrolling, I see somebody page, and then I'll go on their page and they live in a luxury lifestyle. I used to get so pumped and I subscribed and just to see it. It just, I don't know, something about me seeing it. It just was very soothing and relaxing to me. What I know now is that is not that stuff is nothing. I promise y'all. When I see this, I'm like, if they only knew. If they only knew, like none of that stuff means nothing. Um, when I look at these people now that's taking lavish trips and and doing it for the gram and putting on their best luxury, and I'm like, these people are going nowhere. This is what I see. A bunch of people going nowhere fast. I'm like, God, if you can just open their eyes into, some society and just let them see that that stuff means nothing. And I'm not saying it because, I'm, I'm 49 at an age now. No, I still, I know people want to enjoy themselves and go and live their best selves. Of course, that's what you're supposed to do because we only get one. But a lot of them, what I see, they do it for the brand. You know, um, they do it for the brand. And, I even teach my daughter. My daughter can get on here. Lord, she can stunt every single day. But she posts like every 3 months, every 6 months. She's not, because I taught her since MySpace page days. But I just see a bunch of people going nowhere fast. And I just say, my God, if they can just, if you can just get them to understand this stuff means nothing. Nothing. It is. I'm crying, y'all. It's my eyes. I don't know. This is watery, and I haven't been crying a lot either. That's a blessing. Thanks to the weight training. I'm telling y'all that in your life. That what you know what? When I work out tomorrow, I'ma go live so y'all can see how I had sweat. My sweat came all the way down here today, like all the way down past my. I was, I be drenched. Best feeling ever. Best feel weight training. I don't know why I never. And I always the reason why I never I think did weight training because I always used to be like I don't want to be bulky. I don't want to be all bulky. Ew. No, I feel so good. That weight training. I don't want to be like Jim Jones though, cause he be whew. I used to follow Jim. I don't follow him now, but I used to follow Jim Jones. But and he used to be going in on a way. I don't want to be bulky and doing it like that, but that I see why he is into that. I see why people who weight train is into that. It is a different feeling. Like it is a really good feeling. I feel so I can't describe it. I can't describe it. Anybody who is wanting that's my age and getting on a treadmill bike and a elliptical and it's just not doing anything and you my age, that's why your body needs a shot. It needs a shot. And that weight train training that I do, oh my goodness, and it's just 30 minutes and I feel good. I feel good. So much so that maybe matter of fact the next day, so when I went live, when did I go live? Saturday, that Saturday night when it was a catastrophe. Sunday I went out. uh no, Monday was the last day that I said I'm not even recording anymore. I am not recording them people no more. I'm going to continue to do the work on my end, but I am not recording those people no more because it's so much time consuming. And I really believe the reason what made, I just woke up one day and said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not picking up my phone to record them no more. I've got enough storage. I got enough footage. I got 3 phones, iPad, a Canon camera. I got enough footage, where I can prove that I am being stalked and harassed, and I am gonna still put it out on here. But I'm not doing it no more. It's so time consuming, and I think if it wasn't for me starting this little weight training thing I'm telling y'all, I can't describe it, but I think it was from that. I just feel so good mentally, and not y'all know. Let me clear that up. Y'all know I never was depressed, never medical records, nothing, never been suicidal, nothing. But working out is giving me a sense of like I feel like if that makes sense. I feel like and and I know it's because of the weight training that I'm doing. Because again, I was working out since I started last month. No, the month before last. Yeah, I started in June. Yeah, I started in June. And same cycle, bike, uh, treadmill. Do the bike more than the treadmill. Because, I'm just on it. I ain't, the bike just was easier for me. But this weight training that I just started and I never used to do it, like even in my, saying, okay, I gotta lose weight, I gotta, do this workout. I never used this method, and it's really, really good. I would suggest anybody to um to start it. It's really good. And watch tomorrow. I am going to show y'all how much I sweat just for a freaking half an hour. But yeah, I said I'm not doing it no more. I got enough footage where I can take it from there because that is very time consuming and it's frustrating. And then how now they dip in and out like they watch, like I told y'all, they watches me from a distance. I can have my phone, I can be have my phone down, I listen to music, and before you know it, they come really low across me, and then I'm trying to get my phone, and sometimes it's very frustrating, and I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done recording them. I have enough footage. I have enough footage, and I already know, like I said, I already saw it was a white male, uh, with dark shades and them big ear sets. So I do know somebody is driving it during the day. Um, and yeah, so y'all, guns. I just wish other people can just feel the feel the goodness of him. Like we need him more than ever. Y'all, we need him more than ever. Because times are really, really crazy. Like you hear about the girls in DC who, got that came up missing. That's scary. And then the black guy who, invented the oil from plastic. It's like black people, we had it out again. We had it out for us since the beginning of the time. The beginning of time. Like, but what I will say this, I'm not voting no more. I'm done with voting. And I never wanted to believe the whole, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter who you vote for. They not gonna save us. I was always an optimistic person, and I just always believed in, voting, and it always felt good going to vote, even when, they say Maryland votes don't matter and all that stuff. It just felt really good voting, and, now I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Just to see how I can write these people and these big entities, like big entities, and no response, and then send my letters back. Like, this is Black Girl in America. This is how they treat us, and unfortunately, if you're not important here on social media, and I don't want to take off this. Y'all know this holy grail, but if you're not important on social media, or if you don't have a large following, it's like you're nobody, unfortunately. And this is another thing. Y'all know, if y'all been following me on Twitter since the beginning of the time, this social media is, I was not ever for social media because I knew where it was going. I knew this was going to be the result. And if you and if you spend time on it too long, it will make you angry. Like, and this is why I used to always, on my old videos, I used to always be fussing and cussing and like, do y'all see this? Do y'all see this stuff? And I make a video but thank God. I'm telling y'all, if y'all knew how God has, God is good. God is good. The things that I used to thought was so important. It's not, like, for instance, my dream, right? My dream was to, oh my goodness, one day, like, and y'all, if y'all know my story, y'all know that only girl out of boys got whatever I wanted as a child, jewelry, whatever it was. Whatever I wanted, I got. And my oldest brother had a Rolex, right? And I'm like, one day I'm gonna get a Rolex. And I remember wearing it. I used to wear it. He used to always fuss at me. I'm like, I'll worry about him fussing at me. It never would put it up. The first time you would think he'd put it up, but I'm gonna go out, I'll wear it and come back here to fussing and stuff later. But I didn't care. I already wore it, got all the attention. But I used to always say, I'm gonna get a Rolex. When I can afford one, I'm gonna go to the Rolex store. I'm gonna make sure it's real, and I'm gonna, this is what I always wanted to do, right? Because I knew when I was younger in the 80s and the significance of the Rolex, because how my brother used to always talk like, girl, and like, I knew it was like a big deal, right? And I got me a Rolex maybe 4 years ago, and what price? wore that Rolex twice, and around this time, of course, y'all know this was the time of me getting closer to God, and um, you know, not not saying God, I want to get close to you. It just happened. Y'all gotta watch my live. 10 10 24. Watch it. But that don't mean nothing no more. Literally, I gave it to my daughter for her birthday present. She was like, "Mom, this all you used to talk about when I was young, and you giving it to me." Like when God changed you, I'm telling you, like you will realize, like all that stuff does not matter no more. It's just God. God is good. God is good, and this is how. And the reason why I'm saying that, just to let y'all know the significance of just being in an intimate relationship with God. You just so content. You just so content and at peace, and you just see things different. Like you know, it's so. I didn't give her. I had a tennis bracelet. I didn't give her that. She just took that and never gave it back. So, but yeah, that stuff don't mean nothing no more. And when I was young, I had it, and you couldn't catch me outside without it. And it's like none of that stuff means nothing. God is so good, and this is when I thought I knew Him then, and yeah, I know God, and and took my whole relationship with God seriously. But no, I can truly say, I can truly say, God has definitely changed me. And when you get to know Him, guys, that stuff can mean nothing. And then even me just going on, social media, and um, if y'all coming on, I swear I am not crying. I don't know why my eye keep running. And I took a nap today. The helicopters woke me up, but and thank y'all for waking me up because I had my window up. I had my window up, and that fresh air was coming in, and then around 5:30 they come very, very low, and I just looked up because they so low. I didn't even have to lift my head up. I looked up, and they, yeah, they be low. I got a video of that too. Um, of how low they come through they be low where you can see them through the bedroom window. Like you don't have to look up. They definitely come through the bedroom window. The disrespect of it all, knowing its neighbors, like for me, and I saw them look in my direction, so I didn't pull out the binoculars today, but they were so low. They literally woke me up. Honest to God, they woke me up today. Y'all know y'all roll past very low today, looking through my mini blind, and I was like, I wonder if they had something special where they can just see straight through. My mini blinds was open. Um, but yeah, they definitely looked in my direction very loud and disrespectful, and I jumped out because I'm like, oh shoot, I wanted to go live. I wanted to come live to y'all earlier. But yeah, guys, this is the relationship. I'm so glad I know God, and He's just so good. He's just so good, and it's just the goodness of Him. It's where I just used to, the things that was important to me is not important no more. These same people that I remember I used to love watching them. Oh, I remember I used to love going on their page and see what they up to and search their names. It doesn't, I'm like, wow, these people are, I'm like, I used to be into that and excited over that. Oh my goodness, she killing it. Oh my goodness, look at that. It doesn't amaze me anymore. The world we live in, that's not important anymore. And you know, if I can tell y'all any advice, I would just say get in a relationship with God. He will open your eyes to the perfumery. He will open your eyes. And I just knew once I learned my history, I thought I knew it. Oh, I'm like, what? That's why I named my live. I thought I knew, but I had no idea. God has definitely opened my eyes. And I see people, and like people getting excited over I saw where people get excited over Cardi B may be pregnant by that boy. That is not cute. And I said, God, I know. When I go through these comments, I said, Lord God, I know these not black girls. These are bots. I know, because it's so frustrating. I'm like, who are these people, mother? I said, you know what, God? I know it's bots. You don't see the Dominican faces. You don't see Mexican faces. You don't see white faces. It's black faces. Like, yes, yes, Cardi. Yes, Cardi. Cardi may be pregnant by how she getting that money. I said, God, know. I know these are bots. And they putting black faces on those pictures. Ain't no way. I said, who? Because first I'm like, who are these people? Mothers? Where are their mothers? Like, they really excited over nasty, trifling Cardi. And if she is pregnant, she should feel so disgusting. But she not. My brother called those kind of girls loose. Um, that you got all these kids by one guy and then get pregnant out of wedlock. You know, when you know better, you do better. You get all these, hey man, okay, and you get all these, you got all these kids by this one guy that you was married to, and you didn't even give yourself time to rest. You just jumped right into another relationship, and then maybe that's disgusting. That is disgusting, and nobody telling me nothing, guys. Those pages are bots, because it's no way in the world that my girls, black girls, is out here praising Cardi B like they is in those comments. No way. It's no way. I can't. I'm not even going to accept it if it is. You don't see nobody else praising that girl but black girls. And it's unfortunate it be black girls my complexion. Like, what? They bats. They bats. I'm telling y'all they bats. I got a video on bats. Watch it. To y'all newcomers, I have a video on bats. Watch it. I'm telling you, this is their public relations people who they pay for their good image and things like that. They pay these people to buy them bats, to get their likes up, to get their followings up. They're not real. It can't be, because there's no way that black girls are praising that nasty slow. God forgive me. That girl, just because she got pregnant, didn't even give her time body. I hope that's not the case. But even if it is, like, just the fact that she went into another relationship, like, give your body time to clean out. Like, my goodness, Lord Jesus. I said that, and I used to follow, and I never followed Cardi because, oh my goodness, I love her. She was just somebody who, around the time I was learning my black history, and she was always somebody who used to speak out against black issues, you know. I mean, I like that. I like, oh, she real, she for the black. No, never knew. I always knew she wasn't black, but I used to say, she's for the black community. But please, and she'll call black girl a roach. They love calling black girls roaches. Call black girl a roach in a minute. But yeah, y'all gotta wake up. If y'all only got closer to God, and I'm not saying the younger generation, it would be nice if they would get closer with God, but it's our job to teach these younger ones, the young people in our life, in our family, like, stop praising these celebrities. Stop praising these celebrities. You want to listen to their music, you want to go to their concert. Like my nephew, my oldest nephew, got I called him, because I know he said he was gonna go to the Brandy concert. I don't know if they came. I haven't talked to him in a while. Now you can't come over here. I'm gonna lie. What you need? The wipes. Oh. Y'all was gonna see my mom with her nightgown on. Where I will talk to, what do you say, I will start working when I get my coffee in me shirt. Oh my goodness, she was just coming on over here. But she was coming to get the cheese its on the table. Her cheese its she left on the table. But God bless her. Yeah, but I'm telling y'all, we got, it's our job to talk to these young people. But I gotta call my nephew because he did get Brandy concert tickets. And I told y'all my oldest nephew was 34. No, my oldest nephew is 36. I'm like, oh my goodness. Mm. But yeah, and but he don't glow over. Like once he goes that concert, he not even one of the ones that listen to music. He's so movie action packed. And none of my nephews, y'all believe none of my nephews plays the game. You know how like you got a lot of the guys play those Nintendos and those X, whatever that stuff called. They none of them not into that. It's so crazy. And I think because they grew up with not being around it, if that makes sense. Like their fathers wasn't into it. I of course wasn't into it. Playing the games. They not into it. I'm telling y'all, it's my family different. But just like they don't have a social media that I know of, you know. Maybe if my oldest nephew, I believe, have a Facebook, but they not into social media. Like I tell y'all all the time, it's a world out here that's not into that. A very big world out here. But I'm saying all that to say, you know, now since I got closer to God, I see like when I look at these people now, like people are going nowhere fast. If they only knew that that jewelry they wear does not mean nothing. That the name brand clothes they wear, and I'm not saying like Balenciaga shoes. I got all the Balenciaga shoes. I'm not, but I'm just saying that stuff means nothing. Nothing. And for people to put it on social media and flaunt it, and like if y'all only knew. Whew, but blessings to all of them. But yeah, I'm just telling y'all how God has changed me for the better. It's like that stuff don't mean nothing anymore. But yeah. But guys, I also got a second job. Got a second job. They know. Y'all see me go to Concentra, following me. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I just got a second job. I will be I had started, so I'm gonna be working two full-time jobs. And I gotta do this by myself, unfortunately. And I was like, you know what? If y'all follow me on Twitter years ago, y'all know I got a second job to get my brother out of. Y'all know I was talking about going to. Okay, I just got off my. What I was to? I just got off my first job. Ready to go to my second job. Well, if y'all follow me from Twitter, y'all, that was because I was, getting my brother a little bit. Yes, I did get a loan, but that went to them. That was a lot of money for my brother to that lawyer. But I started off with a second job, a full-time second job, and if I did it then, yeah, I'm doing it now, for to fight this, and unfortunately, I'm like, why do I gotta get a problem? I said, why? It's people out here that can help me, but um, yeah, so that's another thing. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? If I'm gonna be working, um, 3 to 11, then 11 to 7, and then going, I gotta, and then how I'm gonna keep y'all in the loop. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it work. I am going to make it work. And today, I suppose it went to work. Well, so both my so I'm gonna be working 3 to 11, 11 to 7. Both of the schedules are not the same. So I was off on the 11 to 7 job, and the 3 to 11 I called out. I know. I called out, but it was a reason why I called out. I called out because I had a FaceTime call. I had a FaceTime call today, not on my phone. Nah, 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 nah. Not on my phone. To the evil doers is watching. gotcha. Not on my phone. But I did have a FaceTime visit, a FaceTime call today. Um, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. And it's me on my own. Nobody's helping me, unfortunately. But I gotta do what I gotta do, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And like I said, it's so unfortunate that you gotta be a name of importance on here. Like in my world, I'm important. People love me. People value me. Like every time I come across somebody, I'm, you know, making them smile and just. But if you don't have a name on social media, they not gonna help you. You know, um, I thought President Trump was the real deal. He got this person home on ball. He brought Lil Wayne home. He brought Kodak Black home. But see, now I know these people have names. Even the girl who I wrote her in jail. One at Beverly. Beverly or Beverly, the one who got locked up for protesting. I wrote her, and she got her home. I'm so happy he did. But she has a name. She had a name. Me, nobody. No over 1,000 subscribers. I wrote the White House 3 times. No response. It's unfortunate you gotta have a name to get some attention. You know. Ben Clump, he's another fake one. Oh, I cannot stand that lawyer, the black lawyer. He's another fake one. You gotta have a name. If it's not something that's if it's not already being talked about in the public eye, he don't want nothing to do with it. Quick story. Maybe 2 years ago, I contacted him. So when my brother was in jail, in jail, that's why I said I wouldn't wish that on nobody. Because jail is like a war zone in it. And um, so it was a situation where I was calling the jail warden for my brother, and they wouldn't, respond. Like they was just, and my brother one of those guys who can hold his own. I thank God. 20 years and came home with no scratch, no cut on his body. You see people go to jail, come home with a slice across their face, like so sad. But he's just a one-man army. Like he never been into gangs. He never, none of my brothers, like what? Nor my nephews. My nephews, like so I'm telling y'all, like when they say we went through it, so they wouldn't have to go through it. That's true. My nephews are so sweet. God bless them. But I remember, I went on strike because they wasn't hearing him and they wasn't hearing me. And it's this thing like when you locked up and you go on food strike and you don't eat, they like because that's the last thing they want you to do is go on a hunger strike. So that's how like I was told that things get moving in there. If something, going on or they being ignored for whatever reason, you go on a food strike in jail and that's what get them moving. But this particular day, and they knew my brother, had a, like my brother was well known in jail, unfortunately. So, just being just this tough person, and again, like I told y'all, a lot of anger problems, not knowing where that anger come from. He's so peaceful now. God bless him. And so he went on a hunger strike, and because they was being smart and wouldn't give him his blood pressure pills. So he went 2 months without his blood pressure pills. Then he went on a hunger strike, and I called Ben. I was like, I'm just frantic. I'm like, he'll help. He's for the black people. His office, even if he won't help, I'm sure he got other lawyers, in his office that will help. And guess what they told me? If he ain't dead or get ready to take his last breath, we cannot help him. And y'all know that's illegal for them to hold his damn medication. They was being smart holding my brother medication, and they would not call him to get his medication. Being smart, and yeah, that's what his office told me. If he ain't dead or pretty much, did. Of course, that's going to you gonna have a name because everybody gonna be talking about it. Some, they died and like time if he ain't dead or about to die, we ain't touching it. That's what they literally told me. Then from office, I called it. Um, I was just like two, three, and this was my time of this is maybe like what 4 years ago, and I did know, but by then it wasn't a helicopter that was following me. It was people following me in the car and on foot. But yeah, they told me that. I'm like, really? And I was like, you know what? If you ain't got name, if you ain't got name or some type of social media presence, you SOL, SOL. But yeah, he another one that's just full of it. And it's so unfortunate that people in the real world that's making the world go round, that's going out here contributing to society, putting smiles on people's face, working in the healthcare field, can't get no help, can't get no help, no help at all. Um, it's so it's so hard. But I can tell you what, that voting stuff ain't for us, ain't for the black people. Is not the Democrats or the Republicans do not care. Like I said, I wrote Trump 3 times, no response. And again, I wrote him before I even came public, before he even became the president. So it's okay though. I did a um, FaceTime call today. Um, they was throwing around some prices, and yeah, I got a second job, and I'm getting ready to make it happen. I'm gonna see who this is. I want to know who it is and why. I want to know who it is and why. And guys, when y'all, when I put these shorts out, watch it, share it to, y'all gotta bring awareness to this. Look at how look at the girls who's coming up missing. The 20 girls in DC. That's just right up the road. In my younger days, I used to go to DC to party. You know, that's just right up the road. Look at the black truck drivers that's becoming missing. You go on TikTok, it's a lot of them. You know, the black guy who, turned the plastic into oil, he's being followed. It's like we guys, we gotta stay prayed up. We are in this thing by ourselves. There's nobody here to help us. Nobody here to save us. Unfortunately, we gotta save ourselves. Stop gloating over these celebrities. Stop. I even told y'all in my live, I was one of those girls who used to drop $1,000 on a concert. $200 for backstage passes. I was that girl. Um, you know, uh, this was years ago. I've been stopped doing the backstage passes, but I'm sure the backstage passes is expensive. But I was that girl that used to go. It wasn't a concert that came through Baltimore that you name it, I saw it. Even like I look at Margie Blige, it's a concert. I never missed a concert of hers when she came East Coast. Never, not one. My first concert was in '97, and since then seen every concert of hers. Of course, the last time I went, I believe, was in 2017. That was the last concert I've been to of her. Um, and then of course this started happening in 2020, the pandemic and whatever. But yeah, and when I look at her now, she's so tired. I'm like, y'all wasting y'all money. Cause when I saw the Murray I used to see used to give us a performance. You hear me? Like y'all were like, how could y'all pay money on this? But whatever, like ain't no way. I can go on her. Oh, just my memories. I ain't got to go and watch old video concerts of her. Just my memories. Like she used to put on a show. It's not everybody who came through here. I've been. I was one of those ones who loved concerts. Um, but you know what? Out of all, my first concert was Heavy D, uh, Salt and Pepper. I forgot who else was on that bill, but I remember the last guy, the one who's saying just got paid, just got paid. Friday night, he was there. He closed the show. No, he opened the show. And I remember I had front row seats, right? And the tickets was $12.50. No phones in sight, but I remember that show from the beginning to the end when Salt and Pepper and Heavy D and all them came on the stage. I think it was just Salt and Pepper, Heavy D, and Johnny, the guy Johnny Kemp or something like that, his name. But I will say the best out of, I mean, you name a concert, I've been to it. I mean, I even been to the kitty concerts for my daughter with the Master P's and then the Bow Wows and all them. The best concert I've ever been to, the best concert I've ever been to was the Up in Smoke tour with Eminem, uh, Eminem, Snoop, Dr. Dre. Oh my, that was the best concert ever. And I've been to a lot of concerts. That concert today, to this day, that was the best concert I've ever been to. It's like that, it's like, it wasn't no concert, it was like a party, a big stadium party. They party. It was more like a party versus a concert. That was the best. I tell everybody that Snoop Up and Smoke tour. I think it was in 2000. Yep, 2000 or 2001. Best concert ever. But I'm glad I was able to see all these people in their prime. Because today it's like you wasting money. But I will say, if I was to the regular people, what I've been doing with like my money now, I've been buying a lot of canned goods, buying a lot of I bought the muzzles for uh, like 5, 6 of them, even though 5, 6 people don't, live here. Matches, candles, um, canned goods, waters, cases of waters just put aside because it's like, and of course the reason why is because of what I'm going through. And I was one of those ones was you used to tell me about Illuminati or any type of things dealing with the government, I would look at you like I'm crazy. But now it's happening to me, and when I do research on this stuff and just see how the government really is, it's like, y'all, if y'all only knew, y'all would start saving y'all money and storing, because it's like you just don't know. You don't know. And of course, I'm not one of those ones who just sit around and worry about that stuff. Because by the grace of God, He keeps me. Like I'm so peaceful and content. And I thank God that I'm I thank God that I know Him, right? But to the people who still gloat over these celebrities and worry about everything they do and go to these concerts and spend money to support them to make them rich, I would say start taking that money and start like storing things, because it's like I'm telling y'all, we live in a crazy time. And when you hear about the things that's going on in the world, it just make you be like, oh, God, I just thank you. I thank you. I thank you for, you know, keeping me and my family. It just, God just make me look at things different now. And I'm very alert, very aware of what's going on around me. Um, and I believe that's another reason why. No, I wouldn't say that's another reason why. I would say it's God. It's God that's keeping me. It's God that's keeping me. But guys, we just gotta stay prayed up. Stop focusing on these celebrities. They want to drive y'all straight to hell. They is going nowhere fast. They is going nowhere fast. Taking our money, building their underground. houses. You can't tell me that these celebrities don't got tunnels and houses built underground of their big houses. You're not gonna tell me that. And you know what they're doing it with? Your money. They doing it with your money. I'm telling y'all need to wake up. These celebrities don't care nothing about us. I believe that's why I'm in a predicament I am in now. I believe these celebrities, they stick together. I believe they all work together. And of course, they're under one entity. Um, and like if y'all watch my live the last time, I was explaining to y'all nothing, nothing now. When I watch, I be like, you know what? That's not far from the truth. Nothing. Like matter of fact, I was watching one day this past week I was watching Face Off. Y'all remember Face Off? I'm like, that's one of my favorite movies. Do I believe that's true? Yes. I'm telling y'all. Crazy is that sound. Do I believe it's true? Yes. Um, but yeah, y'all need to get closer with God. I'm telling you, He's the only way. He is the only way. And I promise y'all, if y'all do, your eyes will be more open to, the foolery that they put in front of our faces. The foolery that they put in front of our faces. Like, it's crazy, guys. What else I gotta talk to y'all about? So I told y'all about it is somebody's robbing a helicopter. I saw that with news. I explained to y'all that I did have a conference call, and it was just, and it was on my brother's phone. You could have kept them upstairs. Oh, you know, um, it was a conference call, and it was just prices being thrown around, and things like that. But I do have something up. I'm going to still come to y'all. This weekend I'm off on both jobs, so I will come to y'all tomorrow live, and I'm gonna show y'all when I work out with them weights for a freaking half an hour. A freaking half an hour. And my daughter will be home tomorrow. I'm gonna show y'all how much I weigh. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna get on the scale tomorrow and show y'all how much I weigh when I weigh myself. I think I weigh myself August 1st. Just August 1st. Not even when I started on the 25th of last month. Y'all gonna see how much I lost. And this is not no water weight. This is like, and I wish I had my uh somebody even told me a threat when I'm at work. I have on because I wear like a lab jacket. I have like a nursing jacket. I got like 5 pound weights that I keep, and like down people don't even know. So I'm working, so I'm toning that weight too. It's crazy. I'm telling y'all, weight train, weight train, weight train. And I used to like, why did you, when I used to follow Jim Jones, I'm like, why did he always work out? Like, what? I get it. It's like, it's addictive. Like, I love waking up early in the morning to do that. Or now, since I started, so I'm be working 3 to 11 and 11 to 7. So when I get up like around 12 o'clock and I work out and then get ready for work. So, but the days I'm off, like I'm off tonight, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up early and work out. Like, it's so addictive. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's my update. Yes, I know. I on my post I was like giving y'all updates. I was like, they probably think that I didn't got some help. Yes, I do. I'm helping myself. Nobody is giving me nothing. Um, um, I'm no longer gonna ever vote again. Because it's ridiculous that I gotta do this myself. But see, that's the, and then I was just like, you know what? Being black in America, you have you know, it's so unfortunate because of stuff like this. A black woman, what? He not gonna help you, but the strength that I had. the strength that I had that God gives me, where I can just pick up a second full-time job to make things happen, to get some type of answers. God is good. This is the good part of being black, you know. I can just get a second job. It's just the strength that God gives me, that strength. And then it's in us. It's in us. I remember when uh she looked so strange now, Taraji. She said, you know, black women, we tired of being strong. We wanna be soft. We wanna be in our soft girl era. It's killing us being strong. Like, girl, shut up. What are you talking about? It's in us. Us black women can't just turn it off and then turn it on. It's in us. We're genetically strong. It's in us. It's in our DNA. Like, that was like, I cannot stand when women say that. Let me tell you something. I'm I can go out here when I was young. I can go out here and fight every single day when I was young. But when I came in the house, I always lived the soft girl era. I loved, fresh flowers around me, candles around me. Um, I got a foot massage. Like, what? It's, you should have been living a soft girl era. I don't know. I hate when people say that. It's something we can't just turn on and off. Okay, switches. I'm not strong anymore. I'm soft. No, if you follow me in here 24 hours. Be in this. Follow me around in this house. You will see I got all types. I be living a soft girl era. Relaxing. Um, foot massage to a body massage to people. I'm saying, stop listening to these celebrities. Stop listening to these celebrities. They are they just a bunch of messed up people with money. A bunch of messed up people with money. I remember when I used to follow Fantasia, and I said, wait, what? What does this even mean? And I never forget because I just kept saying, does she even know what she's saying? She said, I have a good heart. So when I go out in the world, people's gonna treat me good because I got a good heart. What? Like, what? What does that even mean? No, she said I got a good heart, so when I only meet good-hearted people comes my way. I got a good heart, so I only meet good-hearted people comes my way. Girl, just you meeting somebody for the first time, you don't know if they got a good heart or not. That was the most ridiculous thing I've heard. I said, wait a minute, what? And this was an old tweet. I'll never forget. This is like in my time of silence before I just let everything just deleted everything. Just deleted all that stuff. Like my old Instagram and stuff. I'm like, wait, what? I got a good heart, so only good-hearted people. I only attract good-hearted people. Like, that was the most dumbest thing. I said these celebrities, they're a bunch of messed up mentally. You gotta think these people was given money at a young age when it's people in real life that we dealing with our trauma, and we tackled our trauma, and trying to as we grow, we become better people, get closer with God. They got all this money. They put out a gospel album. They talk about God is good, but that money, I'm telling you, they feel like they're superior. They don't need God. I'm telling you, they don't. I don't care as much as they think, much as they tell you they do. They don't have intimate relationships with God. I'm telling you, because the money, they feel like, why should I go to God? I have it all. I have all these yes people. I have it all. Why should I go to God? Guys, stay prayed up. Stop listening to these celebrities. They're going to grab y'all. Y'all gonna be going right down there to hell. What my brother say? What my brother be saying? He going something in a parachute. My close brother. But yeah, he says something cool. I be cracking up laughing, but God is good, y'all. That's my update. soon I'll be, making things happen with this second job. I was like, you know what, this is what I gotta do. I did it with my brother, got him a lawyer. I can do it with this situation that I'm going through. And that's what's going on with me. I will come live. And just to come live because I want to, like I said, I got a strong, when I, even right now, it got nobody on. But when I end this live, I be having a strong 80 plus people. So I thank y'all. And, I'm going to come live for, I'm not saying all of the 80 is, the good people. I know it's the demonic people, the demonic souls that's watching. Um, but I will come live to y'all tomorrow and just try to stay live. Try to come to y'all live as much as possible. Um, I'm gonna find some stuff to talk about though, because I don't know what to talk about. I don't be following nothing. I'm gonna ask my daughter what is the latest thing, and then go look at it and see what's going on. I don't be following nothing. I be just into my word. I watch movies, and it's just like even the movies because I know it's. I'm looking at movies now like that is. I look at movies different now. Like yo, oh my goodness, so that's what I'm telling y'all. It's nothing. It's like my eyes are open. I'm gonna come to y'all. It was a joy. It was a pleasure. It's 10:17. I got some watermelon. I stopped eating after 8. So I stopped eating after 8, and I just eat fruit. So watermelon or apple. So I'm gonna um put on my candy. See, I live a soft girl era life. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Ain't no, it's nothing. You switch. You should be always living a soft girl era. Um, like when I used to go off on Twitter back in the day, I be tweeting, what they say, I got Twitter fingers, but I be I had my massage a chair, and like, y'all just don't know. But I'll be back tomorrow, because I want to come, as much as possible. And I'm going to post. So what I'm going to do now is start tagging the shorts that I already have. Y'all, please just watch them, and share them because this is what's going on. And like I said, if it's happening to me, it's happening. It could happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. This is the world. This is where. This is where it's hidden, and it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that I gotta get a second job, which I'm not worried about it because it just makes me feel good to know that I'm progressing. Um, I'm progressing. So God is good. I be getting my rest though anyway I could, cause yeah. But I'm gonna do those. Make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen, and yeah. I thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Lord's will. I will end this live now, eat the watermelon, and relax. I'm not gonna go to sleep because I know I took a nap. So I probably just read and yeah. God is good. I'm okay. Again, I'm not recording y'all no more. So y'all can have y'all little fun. I'm not recording y'all no more. I got enough footage. If y'all only know, almost 5 years of footage. So I'm done. I'm done, guys. Done recording y'all. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all, please stay prayed up. Get close to God. I would not tell y'all. I'm telling you, I would not tell y'all this if I know that the world don't need God. Get him in your life. Get him in your life. Say a prayer. Please continue to keep me in prayer. And as I keep y'all in prayer,